You would obviously oversee the development of said recipe. The recipe is a guide. It's not the be-all and end-all.
Away. Back.
So, excellent demonstration on the quenelle. The purpose of doing a quenelle is purely to shape. It doesn't have to be an ice cream or a sorbet, but it's purposely just to shape
That guy fucked it up. GG.
whatever you are wanting to place on the plate. You rub to a little bit of heat on the back of the spoon and then release the quenelle, which should be a perfect, smooth shape of the spoon.
I feel like
the size of the spoon.
this shit's easy.
Excellent technique.
Because it warms it up and it makes it easier
So
to drop.
the dessert that Marcus makes at the end, which is, I'm assuming, his own recipe that he's created, looked fantastic. Obviously taking a lot of influence with the aesthetic of how to build the dessert from Luca. You know, what makes a fine dining dessert? There isn't exactly a rule of thumb. It's more to do with the technique and the balance of flavor, texture, color is really what we're talking about that makes what he's doing here different from a slice of apple pie. I like this one very much. I'm going to go big on this one. I'm giving it 100%, 10 out of 10. I thought this clip was extremely realistic,
Zang.
elegant, and very, very true with how you build your technique, your palate, and your mind through mentor pupil.
All the servers take temperatures of the room, they communicate.
Dude,
Bogeys on 19,
this show
walk
is so
everything
good, bro.
fast.
What stood out for me with that clip is obviously it's extremely by the second precision in the front of house, with everything done exactly the same as you would expect for the back of house. So in this scene, Richie is staging or trailing, is basically gaining experience by looking through the window, so to speak, into somebody else's operation. So kind of like an intern, right? Where you're not getting paid, you're helping and you're gaining the experience.
22 doesn't like people to speak to them.
How do you know that?
What?
What?
About the people eating?
That's crazy. Like, what? Doesn't like people to speak
A
to them?
designated staff
Like,
member that
what kind of
researches each
human
guest.
being
So
are you?
yes, actually, Corton is 100% correct. We would do the same thing. We would research the guests before they come in. We would actually send, prior to the reservation, a little form with obviously allergies, anything that can't be eaten.
Wait, what? Season 4's tomorrow? Holy
But
shit.
also knowing where they're coming from. Therefore, if you come from Japan, if you come from France, you like your shellfish, for example, cooked differently. So we would then curtail,
Gotta
if we
watch
had a
that shit,
shellfish
bro,
dish on the
ASAP.
menu for that evening, depending on the guest, a little more cooked, a little less cooked. It's the details that really matter.
Chef.